Hello everybody and welcome to Austria. We are here for round number 4. I didn't realise I didn't say Austria in the previous quali video, so make sure you go check that out to see my ultimate failure. But welcome to the Red Bull Ring. We have 4 drivers here today. We have Peter on pole position, claiming his first point here on his DFL return. We have Noah stalking him in P2. Further on down, we've got Ian in P7 and Jamie in P10. Potentially, hopefully, a good recovery for Ian and Jamie today, but we shall see what happens here today, people. But it is your formation lap. I hope you guys are ready. The cars are much louder today and I am on my own. So please grin and bear with me for just, potentially 45 minutes. I don't even know. It's 36 laps. Grin and bear for 36 laps and then you can go on and enjoy your day, people. But nevertheless, I apologise for anything that happens, but I should be good. I should be fine. Anyway, yes, Peter's DFL return. He has come back, claimed pole position, and he's potentially going to show up and get his 5th win here of his DFL career. He's even confident. He told me so before the qualifying session. We shall see what happens, but it would be an ultimate statement to those championship contenders that are currently there. Noah, George and Joe mainly, but of course Ian and Jamie and Vader and everyone else in this championship. I cannot list everyone because we keep having changes across the board, but nevertheless it would be an absolute statement to everyone else on the grid to show up to your first DFL race in season 6 on your return and win the race. But we will see what happens. But anyway, people, the cars are lining back up. Bortoletto will be the last in that Audi. Everyone's lined back up, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and it's lights out and away we go for the Austrian Grand Prix. Who gets a better start? Will Noah get that P1 position? He unfortunately does not. Peter stays out in front for now, but I'm sure Noah will come back fighting. We will wait and see what happens. The AIs are fighting away as well. We're going to dive on down because it seems Jamie and Ian side by side, both of them go for the overtake at the same time. Ian up to P6, Jamie up to P7. A brilliant overtake by both of them. Ian shoots it up to P5 potentially, going side by side on the outside with Norris. Potentially could not get the overtake this time, but will be going for it again, I am certain. Ian Mo has Jamie behind him. Will Jamie look to go for an overtake, or will he hold off for now as Ian targets that McLaren? Ian has to go full pedal to metal, otherwise Jamie will be that threat. And with overtake mode to be activated within this second, it's going to get interesting. A 109.470 for Peter on fastest lap. Of course, fastest lap gives a point if you didn't know, so it is very crucial to get that. But what's Jamie going to do? Will he go for this overtake? There's a lot of backwards and forwards between the AIs. But Ian, round the outside, no, he gets cut off by Piastri. But all the AIs, oh my word, what a... Jamie has caused an issue there, and he's gone into the Mercedes. A 10-second penalty to Jamie, a 10-second penalty to Ocon, and Jamie's blasted it into the wall. Safety car. I don't even know how to describe what I've just witnessed. But what I can tell you is that we'll be going straight to the stewards. 10-second penalty to Bortoletto for ignoring the yellow flag. We are only on lap 2, people. Ian is...
Front right wing will be coming in problems later though.
Okay, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
What the You're not going too fast.
Pace until we get the green flags. VSC ending. Wait for the greens.
What?
I'm confused by this thing.
Excuse me.
Or should we leave him? I want to do it. Let's do it. It's going to cut the footage. I apologise. Am I disturbing?
Huh? No.
You
Oh,
have.
I see.
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
I know from last time.
I was just sat on contrary,
I
like,
drove through penalty.
should I not? I don't know.
Dude,
But-
literally, I went around like the last corner and I just went that bit too far ahead, and then it just ended, and I was like, oh.
Fair play. Well,
Go through penalty.
I hope it doesn't ruin your race too much, and you can recover a lot.
It
And
probably
everything.
will.
I'm
I'll
sure.
probably be down at the back.
I'm sure you'll be fine. You're a brilliant driver, mate. So I'm sure you'll recover.
It's that front wing damage is going to be annoying.
Yeah, I think they'll later on.
Okay, let's do this.
Right, I will
Let's
leave
do
you
it.
to it. See you in a bit. Right, anyway, to refocus on this race and to just recollect our thoughts for a minute, we were 2 laps in, and Jamie decided to just go and end it all. He dive bombed it down to crash, to then hold up Ocon or something. I didn't even see it, but then he decided to turn around, smash it into Russell, turn it around again and smash it into Wall. I can promise you now that will be going straight to the stewards after, and luckily the stewards are together today, so really it should be perfect, but we'll see what happens. A 108.1 for Peter here on fastest lap. Noah was catching up, but he's now at a 1.5 second gap between him and Peter. Recovery mode needs to be on for Noah here, but he's at 7% battery. A lot of harvesting needs to be done here, but whilst that gap is there, we are going to dive straight down to the man who unfortunately got another drive-through penalty today, but I'm sure his recovery will be nothing but brilliant. Potentially at P17 currently, his partner of Ocon in front of him. Will he go for the overtake on Ocon? Surely he has to get past. He won't want to disrupt Ocon, but he will need to do it. We are only on lap 5 out of 36. I've still got a lot of this race left to commentate, people, so stick with me, please. I will not probably disturb Peter or Noah, because I know that they're probably madly concentrating, and it's not really fair if I bother them. Whilst Ian is just easy to not bother, but Ian's just easier. Plus he has a team engineer who can talk for him, so it's completely easy to talk to Ian. But anyway, to refocus on this race, we have Noah 2.4 second gap between him and Peter, but Ian gaining on Ocon here. Ocon also going for an overtake round the Ferrari of Leclerc. Both has to it potentially. Ian on the inside, slightly pushing the Ferrari of Leclerc off, but nevertheless Ian up to P16 and Ocon up to P15. It seems Ian may not go for the overtake on Ocon. Oh no, the Ferrari fighting back on the inside, but Ian manages to block it off. And as we go down, the Ferrari, I'm sure, will go for another attempt, but it will be for naught, as Ian manages to stay in front at a 3/10 of a second off of Ocon. Will Ocon be able to catch up to Colapinto? It doesn't look like it. It seems Ocon is now a second off of Colapinto. It doesn't look like he is going to gain that time back, potentially only lose time. We'll see what happens, but Ian will have to keep mad focus because Leclerc is on him, ramping up that pressure, and people say pressure is only for tyres, but it seems that is completely different as Ian round the outside gets that P15 position. Nicely done by Ian there. Even with wing damage to his name, he still pulls that off. Up to P15. Could we get Ian into the points today? It may happen. It is happening.
Look at that. Oop.
Don't know what the going on there, but
That was a bit of a risk.
And he wrecked himself. Hulkenberg in front of him in P13. Will he be able to go through? He is under pressure of Colapinto here. Potentially Colapinto going to go around the inside. It can't be done, unfortunately. Ian stays in front in that P14 position. Is harvesting majorly well, to be fair. I expected his battery to be a lot further down at 30%. And my throat is already starting to crack. This is just brilliant, people. I'm definitely going to have to dive into a driver's call soon, but it cannot be Ian, because Ian is just under focus, I'd imagine, right now. 8/10 off of Hulkenberg. Will he go for it? He cannot catch up to him. A little bit of a slip and slide there, but he gains on him. He's got an overtake train, but he's going on the outside of Hulkenberg. Will he secure?
Jesus Christ, can people
Yeah, still you made back with it.
He would recover, and he's doing it brilliantly. Gets the overtake on Stroll around the outside. Brilliant job by Ian to get up to P11, and he is one away from being back into the points. Will he be able to do it? 7/10 off of Lando Norris here, the Mclaren himself. He has to gain that time, but I'm sure he can do it. His battery is now down to 10%. He has all but depleted it. No straight line mode for now, but he will have it back in a second. Not that it matters, because literally everyone gets straight line mode, but here we are. No overtake mode though, because his battery is gone. He's got a lot of work, plus he's not within a second, so he wouldn't get it anyway. Well done, Daniel. Alonso. No, not Alonso, I cannot think. Stroll is potentially fighting back, but he's dropping off 0.4 of a second as Ian catches up to Fernando Alonso here. 0.3 of a second off of him now. A lot left to go, but he will put him here. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm losing it. This is what happens when I do not have a commentator, people. It all goes to rubbish, especially when my throat's already, yeah. Anyway, just to focus back in on this. 0.5 of a second off from Ian overtaking Alonso potentially. Ian has a lot of work to do to get back up to that top 3 position, but we have seen Ian pull it off before, but that wing damage is going to hurt him, and I'm sure with the extent of that damage, that will be replaced come pit time. That will also affect his time, but you know, potentially that will be a blessing in disguise. Get that wing fixed, he flies back up, and you just don't know what might happen here today, people. 7/10 off of Alonso. He's not really gaining. The battery is all but depleted, as I've said before. Overtake mode with that battery being depleted is non-existent. Straight line mode everyone has, unfortunately, so there is no real advantage here for Ian, but he pulls it off anyway round the outside of Fernando Alonso, and he's up back into the points, but he will be under threat. But Alonso will come back and fight back, as Ian will be charging after the Mclaren of Lando Norris. 1.2 seconds off, but Noah has pitted now. He was so far off of Peter, but has he gambled this early, potentially looking to undercut Peter? I'm not sure whether it's going to work. Noah gonna start losing positions here. He's down to P3. It might be P4, but I think he's going to survive to P3. A loss of only 1 position and obviously a lot of time, but nevertheless, will the undercut pay off? This is lap 11 of 36, people. We still have 25 laps left to go, and trust me, for my voice currently, that sounds like hell, but nevertheless, we keep fighting for you people. Anyway, let's go and check out Peter. He's had a luxury drive so far. Not much has changed for Peter. He's just had to, he's had a good DFL return so far. Got that pole position and everything. But we're going to drop down because I see Noah gaining on Bottas for that P2 position. Bottas holding him off for now. Noah's straight line mode has gone off, but the overtake mode appears. The battery is 60% round the inside of Bottas, and he secures it. No overtake mode for Bottas, but Bottas might be fighting back. Will Noah be able to hold that P2 position? Yes, he does. Where would this current positions put the Constructors Championship? Because obviously Racing Bulls do have some points on the board. They're 31. If Peter was to actually pull their full 27 points here today, he would be gaining on Mercedes a vital amount of points for Racing Bulls today. But to be fair, we may not get a race this season where we see both Racing Bulls together, and that is unfortunate, but it's just due to schedules and stuff. But Peter has gone into the pits here. Will the undercut pay off for Noah here? He is 19 seconds off. That will be reduced down any minute now. Peter in the pits here. He's going to have to be majorly quick. This is going to be close. Noah charging up. Peter, this is to note, 107.409 for Noah fastest lap. Peter on the hards, Noah on the mediums. There is a clear advantage here for Noah. But will this work out? It's going to be interesting to find out. But we're going to dive right down very quickly. I promise we'll be back right up. Will Ian's wing get changed? That is what I'm really interested in seeing. Will it get changed? Will it not? Yes, it will. Which means he gets knocked down to P21, potentially only P20. Might actually be 21. It's going to be P21. He's up the bottom of the pack, but he's got a lot of work to do. But I'm sure we have seen Ian pull it off before. I'm sure he can do it again. We will find out though. But Peter now building his gap up. 0.5 seconds currently between him and Noah. No give for Noah whatsoever. But Noah not letting him out of his sights. Noah, as we all know, loves being the hunter instead of the hunted. Will he pull that off today? He might be hoping, to be fair, for a safety car. Actually, he wouldn't be, because he's just pitted, hasn't he? That'd be surely his worst nightmare for a safety car currently. He is now out of the overtake zone. That's really weird. I just say DRS zone, but now I'm saying overtake zone. This is really weird. I think my dog is coming to the door. No, he's walking away, I think. I can't tell. Benji might be coming in a minute. But anyway, all the AIs are now pitting. Will that mean Ian will jump back up with a new wing on the hards? Almost slips out there, but round the inside of Lindblad up to P20. Sees at least two cars he can overtake in the pits. That's Leclerc, that's Sainz, up to P18 here. And the recovery starts now for Ian. He has a lot to go, but I'm sure potentially he can pull it off. We will see what happens. 12 laps left of this race, so basically a lot for my voice to get through. 107.349 for Peter. Peter showing how quick and dominant he is. He will potentially be taking the full 27 points today. If, who knows, there's not a safety car or a red flag or whatever. I do not wish such things on these drivers. However, it is always a possibility, people. I'm going to have a quick drink because my voice is cracking. And that is my drink done. Finished. So for the next 21 laps of this race, my voice has to survive on pure heart and motivation, which it really doesn't have. But nevertheless, Ian soars up to P15 due to the pit. Will it be P14 as well? Yes, it will. He manages to get past Colapinto here. I just realised I've got this on a very loud setting. We're going to tone it down a little bit, people, because I know you guys like the loud sound, car sound and everything, but trust me, in my earphones whilst I'm trying to commentate, it's not the best. But nevertheless, Ian up to P14 now, 2.8 seconds off of Piastri. A lot of recovery to do still, but he is making progress. Possible points are still on the board for today, but we will see what happens, people. But what is going on down in P1 and P2? Oh no, it's just, that's completely thrown me. The fact that there's a Red Bull and a Merc in the pits, that is completely and utterly thrown me. I cannot believe that. But the boys in front, Peter and Noah, are now reaching the back markers. They are going to reach Lindblad first. And this time, people, there should be no ghosting at all. That is right, we have turned off collisions for griefing. Not because I trust these boys, trust me, it's very much trust in this, but there should be no more ghosting, and we're about to find out. Will there be ghosting? No, there won't be, as Peter has to get Lindblad is blue flagged, and Peter sails on past. Nicely done. I just really kind of wanted to confirm that there was no ghosting there. There wasn't. So Noah and the others should be happy at least. But Ian up to P12 here. Again, due to some pits, he is making excellent progress. I mean, obviously he's had help due to pits, but nevertheless, 1.7 seconds off of Russell, who has pitted. Literally everyone has pitted. So there might not be enough. It depends who's gone for a two-stop here. I reckon Noah has, because of the mediums. A lot of people on the hard, some on the mediums. I reckon the people on the mediums are definitely going for the two-stop here. Surely those mediums cannot last, but we shall see what happens. No one else with penalties, though. At the moment, at least. Because we all know that people love getting penalties here in the DFL, but anyway, we will not turn that on because we do not need that on. That's more of a qualifying thing. Right, Peter sets a 106.915. I'm telling you, this guy is just unstoppable. Don't get me wrong, if Joe or George was here, maybe we'd have a little bit more of a contest. But people, that's for next week. So stick around. Make sure you subscribe, you like, and you tap that little bell so you never miss another video. But Ian is gaining. He's not gaining. He is right behind the Aston Martin of Alonso and Russell right in front of him. And another batch of cars as well. We've got a nice little overtake train going on here, people. So Ian will have to take advantage here as he gets the overtake option. Here's 20% battery. That is draining fast. No more battery left. Around the outside of Fernando Alonso. Does he make it work? Yes, he does, up to P11. He is now 1 second off the Merc of George Russell. And no, it's now the McLaren of Oscar Piastri. But Alonso is fighting back here. Will Ian be able to keep it? Alonso tried to go up the inside, but Ian magnificently defended it off, for now at least. But Ian is gaining on Piastri and Russell. Potentially a double overtake here, people. Could it happen? I can see it happening, but whether it does is another question entirely. We do have quite a while left of this race, so make sure you stick around. I cannot actually physically, no I can. 17 laps left of this race. There we go. I actually did Massa once. It's amazing, right? But Ian gaining and gaining and gaining. 3/10 off of the Merc. Will he make it work? He only has 15% battery. That battery is now gone, and it's not worked at all. That McLaren, unfortunately, is nowhere near him. But he is right on their tail. 29% battery. And he's going for it all. He wants that point position. But the McLaren and the Merc deny him this time, and the Aston Martin comes up the inside. We're seeing a little bit of wheel contact. Ian set wide, but Ian makes use of it. And he shoots out to P10, but it's definitely not secure because the Merc is fighting back. Will Russell make it work? Up the inside, but he couldn't, and Ian manages to secure that P10 position. Back into the point with 16 laps left to go. What can happen, people? We're here to find out. And my throat is loving this. I have to say, it's so brilliant. Ian still battling away with George Russell. They will not leave him alone. Potential accident here. No battery at all. Ian has to survive on skill alone. He does get overtake, I think, though. That was an open wing. I cannot tell with this new race. I don't know F1 and the new race enough to tell you what that was. You probably got a bunch of F1 that's the wrong word. That is completely the wrong word. F1 fanatics telling me exactly what it was. I apologise, mistaken, my fault. But anyway, Noah, this is what I was talking about. Noah has gone for the 2-stop here. What is his plan? He's gone for the softs. He is going for it all. But with 15 laps left of this race, is softs the wrong decision here? It's a potential. Peter's probably wondering, what the hell are you doing? But we have currently a 10-second gap, but I reckon Matt's going to shoot up to a 27-second gap. Basically, a 28-second gap. A lot of work for Noah left to do. But can he do it? That is the question. Currently P2, potentially hunting P1. We'll see what happens. But it looks kind of impossible, but you never know, people. But we're going to dive straight on down back to Ian. Ian seems to be the main focus of today. If Jamie hadn't just quit out, potentially this would be, you know, we'd have another race to focus on. But obviously due to things, it hasn't worked out. But nevertheless, Ian is P10. He no longer has Alonso and Russell on him. And he is gaining on the Mclaren of Oscar Piastri. He wants that P9 position. His partner is all the way down in P20. He is the only one who can practically score points here today. With 14 laps left of this race. It's going to be interesting. And I think you can tell now that my voice is actually starting to go. Like, I don't know how I'm going to keep this up for 14 more laps. I reckon I'm actually going to have to drop in to a call at some point. Do I drop into Noah's call or Peter's call? I'm going to drop into Peter's call. You are about to hear the voice of a man who commentated season 3 alongside me very brilliantly as well, I will mark and say. And the current P1 holder. Let's do it, people. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Do you have time to talk?
Yeah, of course.
How's it going? You've been out on P1 basically the whole time.
Yeah, trying to go for this Grand Slam. Just got to worry about Noah. He's obviously pitted onto those fresh hards. I'm obviously still on these newish meat hards. 25-second gap to Noah. Just got to keep on managing it. He's obviously trying to push as hard as he can to try and get me, but at the moment, if I just keep on doing what I'm doing, I should be alright. Just got to keep on leaping this gap out, just got to keep on pushing to my pit stop, and then go on mediums for the last run, for the final stint.
Fair play, sounds like you've got it all figured out.
Yeah, just trying to go for this first Grand Slam of my career. I don't know if it's ever happened in DFL before for a Grand Slam, but, if it hasn't, then I'm going for it. It has to be done.
Fair play, and what a return it has been. Your first race of season 6. You haven't raced since season 4 when you won the Constructors Championship alongside your current partner.
Yeah, George, yeah. Obviously, can't be here today. That's a shame. Probably would have been a bit of a different race if he was here today. Probably wouldn't be sat out on P1 right now. it'd be opposite way around him, probably dominate him. And a shame Joe couldn't be here today either. You know, he would have been a good competitor for today's race as well.
Absolutely, but hopefully you can show up to some more races in future, and we'll see that fight go down. But I will leave you in peace, mate. Good luck with the rest of the race.
I was going to say that after my first pit stop with Noah, you know, it came out very close. I had a 5-second gap going into the first pit stops between me and him. And he came out 5/10, so that could have been quite close, obviously, for myself. But managed to hold it, so that's quite good as well.
You have had a brilliant race so far. Like, I know commentators aren't meant to show bias, but genuinely, you've had a brilliant race. So definitely, you know, welcome back, mate, and everything. But again, I will leave you in peace. Good luck with the rest of the race.
Good, mate.
Peter has gone into the pits. That was, of course, Peter on commentary. What is he going to pull off here? It's fresh mediums. Whilst Noah is on the fresh hards. This is madness. We've got 11 laps left of this race. And also, may I just note, Ian is up to P8. I was too busy talking to Peter. A brilliant conversation, I will say. Ian up to P8 now. Still a lot of work to go. But could we see a third place here for him today? It is very possible. I think reaching Noah potentially might be a little too impossible for him today. But we'll see. I'm not going to disturb him though, because he is absolutely locked in and it seems a bit harsh to do so. But we will see. Actually, I won't bother Noah for now, because he is 4.3 seconds off of Peter. And if I know Noah, and the fact he is 4.5 seconds off now, he will be locking in for now. If he gets to about maybe 10-second gap in the next 5 laps, or we'll see what it is at 5 laps time, because then again that gives my voice a little bit of a break in 5 laps and we should be good. But anyway, my voice is okay now, a little bit more of a race. We're going to dive on down to Ian here, who is 8/10 off of Hadjar at the moment. What is his tyres looking like? He's on 12-lap old hards. You've got Hadjar on the 9-lap old mediums. You've got Gazzy Norris on 11-lap old hards. You've got Albon pitting at the moment. Bottas, Ian pitting as well. I will be honest, out of everything that Ian could have just done, this was majorly unexpected. And he's going on the mediums here. With 10 laps left of this race, is going to be brilliant. Also, I want to apologise, because I know Noah would have been shouting at the screen earlier. He definitely would have messaged me. Noah is obviously not on softs. As I said earlier, I thought I saw red. My problem. It is what it is. He's actually, as proof right here, on the 6-lap old hards. My fault. Apologies. Done. Dusted. I hope we can all forgive each other. But anyway, Ian is down back at P15. Again, recovery has to go on. A lot of time has to be taken now for Ian to gain back up. With 9 laps left of this race, there's a lot to go, people. But should we jump into the call of Noah? He's 6.5 seconds off. I don't think he's gaining on Peter. He might be going for a free stop, but I highly doubt he's going to. Why would you risk that? I don't see him doing that, because that would put him at 30 seconds off of Peter. Surely there's just no reason to risk it at the moment. Ian up to P9 due to pits, so that puts him back into points, which will be good for him. We will jump into Noah's call, just to make it a full rounder, because we did Ian at the start of the race, Peter just then, and we're going to hop into Noah right now, people. Hello, hello.
Jesus Christ, scared me.
Sorry, man. Are you busy at the moment, or?
You can talk. I'm not really around anyone or doing anything.
Fair enough. How's it going?
Exactly how I thought it, to be honest. I need a safety car and I'm going to win this. So.
You're still doing well to be P2 though, like, you're still up.
No, but this is exactly where I thought I'd be. I'm catching the back markers though.
Well, that's pretty good. You are still, what, 8 seconds off of Peter, so it is, like, it's not that bad. You've had a good race. Don't, like, put yourself down.
Well, I'm not. I'm just saying this is exactly what I thought it'd be. But I'm not complaining. I'm happy with what I've got.
Fair play. This will definitely, if you can keep it, obviously, extend your gap in the Constructors and your gap, obviously, in the Drivers' Championship as well.
Yeah, no, it will. That's what I'm thinking about here, to be honest. Even if I don't win, it's still... And it's good. We've had 4 different winners. Already more winners than last season.
That is. Let's not go after last season, okay? That was controversial enough.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, Jamie, I will tell you after a race because unfortunately that is information I cannot tell you at the current time.
Okay, I'm just guessing you went to the back or something.
I will tell you after a race. I promise.
Okay.
But obviously we've had this discussion before.
Oh, okay, I know exactly what happened now. But yeah, what happened to Ian?
Ian, I will tell. It's difficult. You know, we've had this discussion before where it's like I cannot share information with other drivers that they don't know themselves. So
I know he had a drive-through penalty.
He did, yes. And he's just, I will say, he's been recovering very well ever since.
That's good.
So he's had a good race, to be fair.
Oh, okay.
So
it's only 6 more laps. It's a bit wide. It's only 6 more laps. The strategy I did today was not very good. So,
oh, really?
Nah, it just didn't work. That's
well,
alright.
Well, it's your favourite race next week anyway. So
yeah, that'll be fun. This is a bit of a bogey track for me anyway, especially last season.
Of course, yes. But at least you've got a nice massive gap between you and Bottas now for, like, you don't have to worry about, you know, getting overtaken or anything.
I could pit twice in that. I'm actually praying for a safety car because I'll pit the softs. I don't think it's going to happen. Let's
not pray for other drivers' downfalls, thank you very much. But no, we'll see what happens. But I will leave you to it because stuff is happening. I feel like I should get back to commentating.
Yeah, right. Have fun.
I will do. See you in a bit, mate. Problem is, I'm trying to walk a fine line. Obviously, he's asking about Jamie. He's asking about Ian. It's a fine line of what I can tell people because I've had this discussion with him before where I told Ian. I can't remember what I told Ian, the gaps or something between or where someone was, and he sort of said, oh, you know, other people have sort of said, oh, you know, as a commentator, you shouldn't tell drivers information they don't know, basically. Obviously, it's difficult. I'll tell him after. We got 5 laps left of this race, and I think we can all say the star of today has absolutely been Ian. What a massive recovery he's been on ever since he got that drive-through penalty and actually realised he got it for once. He pitted, he got shot down, he raised back up, pitted again, got shot back down again, raised back up, pitted once more, got shot back down again, and is back up once again, up to P6, under threat of Norris. Norris cuts down the inside, pushes Ian off the track, but Ian keeps that P6 position. He is Pierre Gasly in front of him. And Albon and Bottas are not far ahead of them. It could potentially be a P3 here for him today, with 4 laps left of this race to go. And I actually do think there is actually a massive chance that we see Peter lap Ian today, which obviously won't do wonders for Ian's confidence, but Peter has ultimately been unstoppable today. So if it does happen, Ian, just don't be disheartened if you're watching this. I'll tell you this after anyway, but don't be disheartened. You've had a brilliant race. I know as a commentator I shouldn't be biased, but even I can say it's been a brilliant race. Keep it locked in, and you might just get a P3 out of this. But we'll see what happens. He's P6 currently anyway, so I think he'll be happy with it. But he's 1 second off of Pierre Gasly here. And still a bit of recovery left to go. I'm sure he'll be putting pedal to the metal here, but it doesn't look like it's going to work. His battery is almost depleted here. I don't know if it's going to happen. 3 laps left of this race. It's going to be close, people, especially if Peter actually does lap him here today, which right now it is looking very likely to do so. And I don't want that to happen. I don't like the fact that, you know, Ian is getting lapped. But if it happens, and you know, Ian will finish a lap earlier. Whatever. You get what I don't think you get what I'm trying to say. I'm speaking utter gibberish now. I totally understand that, but this is what happens when DC Nix is on his own commentating. I do not have the skill I used to. But also, back in the day, these races used to be a lot shorter. Them being longer now is a little bit of a disadvantage, but nevertheless, Peter is now gaining on Russell, and then he will have Norris and Ian to counteract with as well. With 2 laps left of this race, will Peter push it to lap Ian? Again, I don't want to see it happen, but we'll see what happens. But Ian is still on a threat by Norris here. Round the outside Ian goes and keeps that P6 position. I do not think it will be a P3 here today for Ian. But Ian, as I've said before, should never be disheartened from this race, because he has pulled not 1, not 2, but 3 brilliant recoveries here today. So whatever happens now, he should be thankful for. But again, who knows? But anyway, we have 2 laps left of this race. 3 technically for Ian, because obviously Peter, being right behind him, has set it to lap 34 for himself, but Ian's about to send it to lap 33. It all depends now if Peter laps Ian, whether Ian finishes a lap sooner or whether he gets that extra lap just to push on and absolutely go for it. We'll see. But we have one more. We have technically 2 laps after this race, but 1 more lap left of this race. After this lap, Peter is now ahead of Russell. He has Norris in his sight to lap. Will he potentially get that lap on Norris? I think he will. And then it's sadly again Ian. This is literally, I'm down to breadcrumbs here, people, of what I can talk about. But what I will talk about is next race. Next week, people, we have Netherlands. We make the mighty return to Zandvoort. I believe I said that correctly. Where Noah, crushingly should I say, won his Season 5 World Drivers' Championship and famously said it will take a miracle to get that Constructors Championship, but I will fight for it. And he fought for it, and he took it home in Imola. If that doesn't say much, I don't know what to tell you, people. But I hope you are enjoying this. We are 4 races into the season. 4 out of 20, people. We have 16 more races left to go. Trust me, there'll be many. I'm sure there'll be a few I'm on my own, but most of them should be with either Callum or Ritvik. 2 commentators to assist me. Potentially might get one where it's all 3 of us. We shall see what happens, but hold on to your hats, people, because it's going to get good. But Peter is right behind Ian here. This would ruin Ian if Peter manages to get past him. Not ruin him, but obviously Ian, I'm sure, would love to have that extra lap to push on, to attack Gasly. But I just don't think it's going to happen. I think Ian would happily settle for P6 here today. But people, let's talk about Peter. Hasn't raced since Season 4, which was about 2 years ago from now. He won the Season 4 Constructors Championship back then alongside George. He makes his DFL return today, and he takes home that P1 position and the full 27 points here today. A brilliant return to the DFL for Peter. I'm sure his partner will be very happy with that, especially for the points for the Constructors Championship. Noah takes P2 to lengthen his Drivers' Championship reign and his Constructors Championship reign alongside Joe. Will Joe appear next time? We'll see what happens. Well, who knows? But a brilliant race from Peter and Noah today. We're going to dive on down because Ian did not get lapped. He was getting blue flags, but he refused. He knew that was the final lap for Peter, so he went for it, and he made sure he got that final lap. He is now pushing to get Gasly, but I don't think it's going to happen. But once again, what a brilliant 3 recoveries here today for Ian. Got that drive-through penalty, got knocked down, recovered, pitted, recovered, pitted, has recovered again to the P6 position. Brilliant race by all 3 of them today. Sad ending for Jamie, but nevertheless, to the podium. And here we are with the podium, and for the first time this season, Peter showed up to a Season 6 race, got pole position, got fastest lap, and has pulled the P1 position and the win here today. I'm sure a brilliant time for the RB team today, of course that being Racing Balls. I'm sure George will be happy with that. Racing Balls will catch up a little bit to Merck in the Constructors Championship and Peter to Noah in the Drivers' Championship. Will we see Peter again a bit more? We'll see what happens. To the table, people.